everyone, this is Helena Kraus and welcome to another Hero Arts video. In this video, I will show you how to make a butterfly shaped card using the new butterfly infinity dies along with beautiful De Agapanto stamp set. So we're going to be using second to the largest die, butterfly die, and the flowers from the stamp set along with the sentiment. We're starting with two pieces of nautical cardstock. The first one is half sheet and we're scoring it in half at 4 1/4, folding it in half to create a side folding note card, and then using that second to the largest butterfly die, we'll position it to overlap to go a little bit off the page on top where the that fold is, and run it through our die cutting machine. This will create a folding card, but because the wings of the butterfly, like the tops, will be cut off, we'll cut another piece of another butterfly that is just single layer from the same cardstock, but it will not have the wings chopped off. So we have that folding card, and then we have another piece of another layer for that butterfly. So what we'll do, we'll put aside that folding card, butterfly shaped card, and we're gonna work with that one layer butterfly piece and positioning it in the Misty, and I'll use one of the stamps from the beautiful De Agapanto stamp set to stamp on the top of the wings of the butterflies, and the second stamp for the bottom of the wings. So I'm positioning it here where I want it to be, and after I'm satisfied, I will pick up that stamp with the lid of the Misty. We'll apply some of the anti-static powder, so we don't have random flakes of embossing powder all over our dark cardstock. So I'm doing here the wings one by one side by one, and after each stamp I'm applying the white embossing powder and heat setting it. Before you heat set anything, make sure that your heat tool is nice and hot before you start embossing or melting that embossing powder. Otherwise, if it's not hot enough, what it will do, it will just blow off pieces, like parts of that embossing powder, and you won't get nice and solid embossed image. So I'm positioning that second flower bunch from the same stamp set on the bottom of the wing of the butterfly, applying some white embossing powder and heat setting it. And I will do the same thing for the second side of the wings. The same goes on top and the second stamp goes on the bottom, so they're matching. Again, I'm applying some of the Versamark ink a couple times to make sure we have even coverage. Heat setting that one, and we have one more bottom of the butterfly. So I'm positioning that stamp set where I want it to be, picking it up with the lid of the Misty, stamping with Versamark, and embossing with white embossing powder. So this is pretty much the last embossing. We'll have one more for the sentiment, but that's in a couple of minutes. So here we have the card. Next, what we'll do is we're gonna color those flowers using colored pencils. So I'm using pinks and greens, and as well a little bit of orange for the center of the flowers. It's very easy to color with colored pencils on dark cardstock because they make the images really pop, and they act like they're opaque, so they pop out of the page. So you can see here the contrast between the white embossing and the Prismacolor colored pencils onto the dark nautical cardstock. Here I missed one petal, so I'm coloring it again, and then adding little highlights with the lightest pink color. We have 3 more corners. And by magic of YouTube, we're almost finishing it. I'm just adding some greens and some orange details to my butterfly. So next what we'll do, we'll adhere that butterfly top piece onto the folded butterfly note card, and I'm using the new Hero Arts precision glue. Here in that butterfly, making sure everything matches. Next we'll use one of the sentiments, sending you well wishes. I'll stamp it again with Versamark onto that Newtical cardstock and emboss it in white. So stamped it a couple times, making sure that we have nice coverage. I'm applying the white embossing powder and then heat setting it. So by the magic of YouTube, we have that sentiment cut to size, and I'll use some foam adhesive to adhere it onto my butterfly card. This finishes our card. As a tip, you can use any shape you want for this kind of cards, so the sky's your limit. You can experiment and see what works for you. So thanks for watching, and see you soon in another video.